Chadcast with MM and JT. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm JT or Jay the Bro.
Hey, I'm MM Wardsless.
All right. Well, without any further ado, let's get into today's questions. First question for Joe, the only bro. How did you find AFE?
When I first started playing Roblox, I used to play games like Work at a Pizza Place, and I used to go to the group recruiting plaza a lot for that. And that's where I eventually found a group advertising the OG CSA. So I joined that, and after about 2 months of that, I left, joined TFA for like a month, and then I came back to CSA, and then I just found them in the allies list, and I was like, hey, this seems fun, so I just joined and stayed.
All right, and MM, how did you find it?
Well, so it's kind of a weird story. So I actually started with the CSA long time ago when they were still around, before they got banned, and before I joined AFA. So actually, Venice was there one day. I was just there doing my thing, I guess. And well, I asked her, where'd you get that cool uniform, or what group is that in? And she sponsored it by the French Empire, and I got an interest in the group, so I joined it. And where I am today is pretty good.
Very interesting, and that's also pretty funny that Venice was in the group before you.
Yeah, she was.
All right. First question, like legit question. JT, what's it like being an officer?
I think it's fun. It has certain duties that need to be taken care of, and it's a little bit harder if you're not there like almost every single day, but it's still really fun to do.
And same question for you, MM.
So I love being an officer, and I'm very grateful of being one. It takes a lot of challenges during the day and out of me to be a proper person. It actually fixed my style too of being more compendable, trustworthy, and going forward. So I do enjoy it, and I'm certainly proud of myself.
All right. Hypothetical. If I was an officer, would you think I did good? What would you think I would do good?
Could you repeat that question, please?
If I was an officer, would you think I'd do good? I don't know why I'm stuttering today. It's fucking weird.
Well, that's a complicated question because it's like you might want to take like a month or two as adjutant to like get a hold of the thing, but I think you've been to enough trainings to where if you got thrown in there like first day as an officer and started hosting, I think you do okay, but I still think it'd be better for you to just do like 1 or 2 months as adjutant.
Yeah, I do agree.
All right. JT, what is your like general opinion on AFE? Like the people in it, how do you do you enjoy it?
I generally enjoy it. The people there, it's a mix of really good people, decent people, and just toxic little like pieces of crap that you don't want to ever meet, like talk to, and you just want to avoid them. AFE in general, it's still a pretty good group, and I've enjoyed being there for a couple of years now. Yeah, that's about it.
And same question for MM.
Sorry, I was talking to someone for a second. What was the question?
Like what's your general opinion on people in AFE?
So my general opinion would kind of be a little difficult. I find some people that are actually good people or not toxic or etc. You know, really jerk. Um, Opinion on it. I do love the group, and in the way it's going right now, I think it's pretty good. And hopefully it goes into the future and just becomes more evolved and expansion.
All right, that's a very interesting answer, and it's not like controversial, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, JT, what's it like working with MM? Like, just be straight direct with MM. Like, what could he fix?
Well, besides the fact that sometimes in my opinion, he's a little too strict and like anti-fun. In general, he's a pretty good officer, and I'd say probably on the better half in general. So that's about it.
And MM, what's it like working with JT?
I find JT is an okay officer, but most times not to hate on him, but he is a little crazy and not full on properly handled sometimes. He's a little out of the picture.
Dude, that's like insanely harsh compared to his answer.
I mean, he's not wrong in his defense.
I mean, he can be
He's not wrong,
childish.
because you dropped the bomb.
He can be childish at sometimes, but he's a decent officer, and I do appreciate him for what he does. But he could improve. He could improve.
All right, let's get a little bit into the social side of life. JT, do you have any interesting stories from public school, or like anything in your life that's like funny or something?
I did not attend public school. I actually attended private school for about 9 to 10 years, maybe. Interesting stories from there. Let me think. Well, one year, one kid decided to climb up on top of the bleachers, and he was jumping around during one of the state basketball games. And he went through the bleachers, and when he hit the floor so hard he actually broke part of the like hardwood floor, which I thought was pretty funny because he was just sitting there screaming under the bleachers, and no one could get to him for like half an hour.
That's like the best story so far. Everyone usually answers with no. MM, same question. What do you have any interesting stories from like school or just like your life in general that you think is funny?
Yeah, actually, so this one came back a long time ago during elementary school. I think third grade. It was during a spelling bee. So he's my next door neighbor, and this kid's named Sean Templeton, and well, he has major issues. Like he's crazy sometimes. He's not autistic, but he's just out of the picture. So basically, we were doing a third grade spelling bee in the auditorium, and surprisingly, he was going up on the stage to spell the word out, and when he spelled the word out, he misspelled like one word wrong and incorrectly, and he started sprouting up like saying, "What do you mean it was wrong?" And he just started blowing on, got crazy, and a classmate of mine, Karina, she she went up on the stage with him because there was kind of a versus because I think they were like the two contenders left. It became a huge, like, insane thing. Um, Sean got out of hand and he started pulling her hair. It became a huge scene, and the he pulled her hair, and then he started screaming. She was in tears. I mean tears, and I could definitely certainly understand with that. Um, Everybody in the auditorium was like completely shocked, and so the principal and the assistant or the counselors, they actually he would not let go of her hair. He was gripping it extremely hard, and the the people had to tackle him like he was like they just had to tackle him like in football, and it actually looked like a football play because they tackled him really harsh, so he would
This was
let
in
go
like
of her
fourth
hair.
grade.
No, it was third.
Oh, that's even worse.
Dude, that reminds me of this one fight. These two girls were in the hallway, They were fighting. They were friends. I don't know why they were fighting. I think they were just doing it for attention. But yeah. So both of them just locked onto each other's hair and didn't know what to do. So they kept trying to run away from each other with like their hair gripped. They were probably fighting for a good 10 minutes without actually throwing any punches, just holding each other's hair and pulling away from each other.
Well, as I was saying, kind of the same thing what you just said, but it's beyond worse. And if you were there, you would have been
Dude,
complete shock.
Dude,
And he just wouldn't let go. They had to tackle him, and then they called his parents. Became a huge scene. It was out
that's
of
it.
hand. Yeah, that was it, but it became
Dude,
a
imagine
struggle
that
for
phone
him.
call. Hi, I'm calling regarding your son's behavior. Yeah, he grabbed this chick's hair and just would not let go for about
I
half an
said
hour.
I say at least 6 staff, 7 had to tackle him and pull his
Yeah, we
arm,
had to get the
his
entire.
hand off her hair. Yeah, it
We
was
had to call over
insane.
the high school football team to take him down.
Most likely. Yeah, so that's one of my most experiences in
And
school.
between you and me, your son's a savage. All right, on to the next question. All right, this is pop culture. Who do you think is better, Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
What's this question for?
For JT first. I'd like to hear
Alright.
both of your answers.
So, just because I've never seen the Indiana Jones movies, besides the one that Kraken showed on AFE movie night, I'd probably have to say Han Solo.
That's pretty sad.
I mean, I haven't found any interest in it.
I haven't seen any either. I saw like the first. But, hey, I played Lego Indiana Jones, so that means I know the entire movies.
Same.
You still should watch the movies. That's pretty sad.
They like from the 50s.
No.
The 50s? You think? All right, yeah. Yeah, it's from
God.
the 50s.
No.
Realistically, like the 70s and 80s, maybe, or 90s. I don't know.
No, the
Well, I know
first one,
it's not from this century.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, was released in 1981. Not
Still feels like forever
1950s.
ago. That
1950,
still
bro.
feels forever ago.
Korean War.
That's 39 years ago.
The second Temple of Doom was 1984. Crusade was 89, and the Crystal Skull was 2008.
How many of them had there been?
There's only been
The ones you listed. Well, that was awkward.
I'm assuming
So-
MM's answer is that Indiana Jones is better.
sorry, yeah. Between Han Solo and Indiana Jones for Harrison Ford, I feel like Indiana Jones is better because I just feel the series is more exciting than Han Solo's role. He just plays it better and more action. In such a sense, it's just more entertaining to watch. So I would definitely think Indiana Jones is his best part in his career.
Who do you think the best Sith Lord is from Star Wars then? Like Count Dooku, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren.
I was a big fan of the Clone Wars TV show that came out in like early 2000s, I think it was. And I watched that for like, that was all I watched for like 2 or 3 years. So I'd probably have to say Count Dooku since he was in it a lot.
So, Clone Wars Count Dooku or like the movie Count Dooku?
Probably Clone Wars and movie Count Dooku.
All right. Same question.
So between the Sith Lords and Star Wars, I've always been a Vader fan, and I just loved it.
Wasn't your profile picture Vader for like 4 months?
Probably.
It was.
I've always loved Vader. I love the original trilogy, and I just love him. I think he's by far the best Sith Lord, better than I think I love Emperor Palpatine, but I think Darth Vader outranks him in the most part.
I kind of hate to say it, but like I think Kylo Ren's the best one.
I think Kylo Ren's a baby. He's okay, but
Well, like I
Darth
only
Vader,
really like him for the actor that plays him.
Darth
Is that-
Vader's a menacing character in the story, I think. Definitely
you see-
appealing. Definitely appealing to the director's point of view.
I completely hate like all the recent movies made like the past 5 years for Star Wars because I feel like it was forced. It was not of the best quality like the old ones were, and I feel like it just should have ended with the originals.
Well,
I
I don't agree with that because I think I love the prequels. If you ever seen the prequels, um, the backside of Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader, I think is really good. What they did with it. So, but the sequels, the last three that came out in these last 5 years, they were okay. Not, I think they were the weakest though.
I feel like
Trilogy.
when it got bought by Disney, the quality went down a lot.
Uh, not certainly, but I don't really like Disney taking over. I just maybe they did ruin it. They kind of did a little, but I guess they wanted to bring Star Wars back in its sense to bring the population back that people love about it.
also, what's your guys' on the opinion on the first season of Mandalorian, as the second one is coming out soon?
I watched one episode with my friend at his house, never watched a second. But I thought it was
Really?
like okay.
The first like 4 episodes were awesome, and then like the 3 after it were mediocre, and then the last 3 were pretty cool.
I thought the one that I watched was okay.
You know, no, the only part that was bad was when they face revealed the Mandalorian to everyone, but like everyone else in the show. So like he this robot was trying to heal him, and they said they had to take off his mask. And instead of just like doing it off scene, like without us seeing his face, he just took off the mask, and we all saw it. And it was like the most boring way to reveal a face.
Bruh.
And then I never got your answer.
So I love the Mandalorian. Actually, at first, I was thinking I'm not gonna watch this show, and I don't really care for it. But when I watched it with my father, it was really good. The first episode, uh, it was enjoyable. I didn't kind of understand it at first, but as it got more in depth, it made more sense. And the child, aka Baby Yoda, and I think it's appealing to me. Um, it's not the best series I've seen in the Star Wars history, but I do love the Clone Wars too. I just it's a good series. I do agree with it.
All right, let's get back into the AFE portion or Richmond. What's your favorite raid map? Like least favorite and most favorite? JT.
Least favorite by far is Bridge because I feel like if you get control of the cannons, it's all over for it's over for the other team. So I feel like it's very one-sided. I'd probably say that my favorite is it used to be Battle of Sunken Farm that Jamie made. I don't know if that's still an active map, but I really liked it because it was something different, and you literally had to fight through a town, and that was like the only way to get to the other side of the map. There was really no way to like extremely outflank anyone else, and it was like cornfields, and also had some towers you could snipe out of. Basically, I just like the ones that have a lot of buildings in it for like house to house and like urban warfare.
Your answer?
So in my opinion, I love Advance into Mexico. A lot of people hate that map. I have no problem with it, and I like the. It's just a really good fighting map. I think just all the sides charging for the middle flag. I think it's very fun. Um, I do love Murray Maze too, because I just love the mazes around. It's a fun map from distance, from each side, and
Yeah.
Advance has very. I like it because also sniping for me because since I'm a sniper, I love sniping in that map and I'm very good at it.
Yeah,
So I do certainly agree with that. Both of them are very good maps.
Oh, so what? So when are the sharp guns gonna have incendiary rounds that blow up people on impact?
Probably never.
We need those. We definitely need
I-
those.
I don't know if the guns will ever get updated. You have to
Handheld
ask
mini?
Kraken. That's a Kraken question. I have no idea.
Got it. I got it. Don't worry, guys. All right. So my least favorite is the one that's like it has the water and then the two paths that go around the map and then the one hill in the middle that has the cannons on it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea what the name of that is.
It's like Bull Shark Lake.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that one's my least favorite because once the enemy team gets the cannons, you can just get spawn killed.
So that's like the worst part about most raid maps is like cannons equals total victory and chance.
But my favorite is the one that has the town. The two towns, like there's one very north part of the map and then one near the south. So this town has like a church tower in it, a couple buildings, and a bunch of cannons surrounding it.
Oh, is that the map that forms like an L?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what map that is.
Yeah, I don't know the name either. Next
There
time
is-
I do. Huh?
Yeah, I didn't say anything. You can go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, but that's my favorite. And Mary Mays is the one I got the most kills on out of all of them because we had a 2-hour raid there once. I've never broken 50 kills during a uniformed raid.
I haven't
But,
even broke like 30.
That's the one I got the closest to. I got like 40 something. But one time on AFE, I played for like an hour and a half and got 120 kills. Kraken should totally give me a medal. Vouch for me. Do it. But all right, let's get into the last question. JT, do you plan on retiring anytime soon? Inside scoop.
Retiring anytime in like the near month or two.
No,
Not-
like by the end of 2021.
Oh, end of 2021. I'll definitely be gone by then. I've been planning on retiring since I got to Seuss Lieutenant, but I was like, I want to do it so badly. And then once Jamie retired, and I was like, oh god, this sucks. Retiring, I was like, I'm gonna hold off a little bit longer, so I might retire within like the next 4 to 5 months or so, probably.
You heard it here first. New officer position. Yeah. What about you? Do you plan on retiring by the end of 2021?
Oh God, no. For me,
Okay.
I'm staying as long as I do, as long as I can go for it. I plan on making it very far in my career, and I think I'm pretty going off on the right track. I started off last year of the end of May. That's when I joined the group, and from here now, where I am right now, I'm definitely no longer retiring soon. I will stay for a very, very long time, hopefully, unless something happens to the group or something goes bad. But hopefully that doesn't happen, and we're all still here.
All right. I don't know if Roblox is actually going to do this, but I keep hearing rumors of Roblox like getting stricter rules on firearms in games and might start like banning a lot of like guns.
I think that would definitely ruin the fact of war groups in Roblox, and that would get a lot of hate on Roblox. I bet they would lose a lot of money to themselves.
Roblox would probably lose a lot of income. That's correct.
I think Roblox is having a lot of problems, and I never liked Roblox's system of ways towards a lot of stuff of themselves. But it varies. But as I said, I'm not leaving for a very long time. It's gonna be a while. Hopefully, I make it very far, and meet more people in the future as they come along the way.
All right, that's going to do it for the Chadcast today. JT, do you have any final words or statements for anyone?
Overall statements, no, but thanks for letting me come onto the podcast and have a good time with you guys.
Oh, anytime, dude. We're planning on another Anders and John cast.
Yes.
MM.
Yes. Like to thank you for inviting me here. hope to definitely do more podcasts with you guys and with different officers and such.
Yeah.
Definitely thank you for that. And I'm glad talking to you.
Yeah, thank you for coming. If you want to come back, just ask.
Yeah, my pleasure.
These are really fun to record. I can do like 4 of these every day.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'll join anytime you ask me. Just ask
Alright.
me anything you want, I guess. And I'm pleasure of being here.
All right. Final statement from me, MM. When JT leaves, vouch for me. Make me officer. Totally. Also,
I'll be officer by then.
I'm retiring tomorrow.